What's up everybody, Brick Sanchez here today with another episode of Building Lego Hogwarts, and in today's episode I will be showing you the current state of my viaduct entrance building. Now the building is not yet completely finished, but I thought I'd show you guys what it looks like at the moment already so you can see the progress as well once it is finished. But before we go any further, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell and be sure to leave a comment as well. Let me know what you guys think of this mock and leave some suggestions as well. Alright, now from the exterior of the building you can see we already have some lit up elements in there, and most of the building is currently lit up as well, and I've used some Game of Bricks do-it-yourself components for them. If you don't know about Game of Bricks, they're a lighting brand and it is my go-to brand. They have some do-it-yourself kits, they also have some regular sets which you can check out in the description below. I'll leave some links out there. And you can also use my code BRICK to get 15% discount as well, so that's always nice. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to use some of these affiliate links, it always helps me out a little bit. So anyways, let's get into the build and I will show you all of the lights and all of the exteriors. So yeah, this is gonna be the first time that I'm gonna show these interiors on YouTube. I do have a couple of pics and videos on my Instagram already, but so the first time you saw a glimpse of this viaduct entrance was way back in update number 11. If you haven't seen the updates, be sure to check it out. But anyways, and then I've also shown a sneak peek in the latest boathouse mock video. But so yeah, let's open this up. As you know, I really love the opening up feature, so I don't have to remove the buildings from the layout. So yeah, I'm gonna show you the interior and then we're gonna discuss each little section separately. So this opens up pretty easily. I'm always surprised at how smooth it opens up. It's just using some hinges and stuff. And then out here we have a little bit of a start of Umbridges Office, and then out here we have the Divination Classroom. Alright, so now that we've got the building opened up, you can see all of the different spaces and different rooms or classrooms in here. And you guys gave me some great suggestions on Instagram and on YouTube as well about the library. For example, I wanted to put Slughorns Party up there first, but now we got the entire top floor here, the second floor being the library. So yeah, now I'm going to discuss some other classrooms. So out there, or just some rooms, we have Umbridges Office there. I didn't do anything on the top yet, I'm still waiting for some parts. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of those pink parts. So yeah, I still need a couple of those to finish that up. And then on the right side we have the Divination Classroom. Underneath there, the second floor is the entire library, with on the left side the kind of forbidden section. And on the right side we have this like librarians thing, so for Madame Pins, whenever she comes out I can put her in there. And then on the top or the bottom left we have a little room that I'm still gonna transform a little bit. I'm going to show you guys that in the close-up. And then we have the Charms classroom there with Professor Flitwick. Out here we just have a regular hallway. We just have a Ron out there with his girlfriend, at the time girlfriend then. And then on the right side we have Slughorns Party, and there we have the little scene with Harry and Ron, with Harry and Hermione hiding from, I'm not sure what's his name anymore, but yeah, anyways, behind that curtain. Now let's have a little closer look at each room out here. Alright, so starting off on the bottom left here we have the Charms classroom, so we got Professor Flitwick there. Now this is an iconic scene from the Philosopher's Stone, and out here you can see a couple of highlights from the movie, so you can see Hermione out there doing the Wingardium Leviosa. Then on the right side we have Seamus there, blowing up his little feather, which is also a lit up element there. And then as you can see, I've used a lot of the elements from the Hogwarts Moments set, which I really love. I also did the same with the Divination Classroom, so we got a lot of stickers there in the back. Now it's not completely accurate like it is in the movies. Normally we have two stages for the students to sit on, but yeah, of course I had to work with this space out here. And I think we do have the main characters in here, so we have Harry, Seamus, Ron and Hermione, which kind of makes it look pretty okay. Now on the right side you can see we also have some more of those stickers from the Moments set, and on the left side we have a bit of a cabinet out there and stuff. So I really love all of the books that Flitwick is standing on, and I've tried to recreate the scene as best as I could. And I'm moving on. Out here we still have an empty space because I wasn't really sure what to put there, but I've come up with an idea, and I think I know what to do now. So out here we have this little door, but this door I'm going to put it on the second floor here, or on this little thing here, and I'm going to have this little round staircase out there, as we saw from the new Hogwarts Legacy trailer. There's supposed to be behind Flitwick there a staircase upstairs, but anyways I thought to put it out here. I thought that would look pretty cool as well. And so this door will lead to the little bridge which will come from this left side of the viaduct entrance and will connect to the other new part that I was working on with the Fluffy encounter. So I'm still gonna have to figure out how we're gonna connect that, but anyways I think that's a pretty awesome prospect already. I think it will look very nice to have a little staircase out here to fill up this room, because it's a pretty tall room as well. So if anyone has any idea, probably perhaps some stickers of some portraits or anything, it's pretty hard with these 4x4 rounded elements. because you cannot really put anything on there except for stickers. Also on the exterior I still have to put in some stickers, but anyways, that's what I think I'm gonna do out there. So please be sure to leave some suggestions for in there, especially for the type of light. I might put a strip out here as I did with the rest of the arches, but I'm still not sure about that. But yeah, moving on to the little hallway here. And in the lower middle section we have this hallway out here, which is just a simple hallway, nothing too special. A few arches in the back there. We have some black bricks to show some kind of illusion of depth. Then on the left side we have the door leading to Flitwick's classroom. On the right side we have an opening leading to Slughorns Party. And at first I wanted to put in some stairs out here to keep it realistic, but staircases just tend to take up so much place in Lego MOCs that I was just imagining the staircase to be right behind there through that dark corridor. And elsewise I wouldn't have as much space in the library upstairs. But yeah, anyways guys, leave some suggestions for anything I can put in here. I'm not really sure what. Perhaps like the Chamber of Secrets writing on the wall would have been okay, but it's pretty hard to see it on the left or the right side, so I'm probably going to keep that for another corridor somewhere. But so yeah, let's move on. Let's go to that little opening there and go to Slughorns Party. So now we've arrived at Slughorns Party, and as you can see I've used lots of elements from the astronomy tower. So we got the butler, Neville there, we do have Slughorn out there as well, Luna, and then we have the CMF version of Ginny who's in her party dress, and of course the not welcomed Malfoy there. So yeah, I've kind of looked at the scene a little bit now there. The description was kind of like lots of different colors and stuff, but I just stuck with these white curtains out here, and I really like the way these are hidden behind these arches here. Now on this right side I'm gonna see if I can still either make this white or just move it in a stud, if that's possible, but then I have to tear it all down again, and I've torn down this build 10-20 times already to change lots of stuff, and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna see if I still want to do it, but I think it's gonna look a lot cleaner. And I've used these relatively new pieces. I think they're from the Porch set, which I've got which I had got from the Lego store, from the Pick a Brick Wall, so that was pretty nice. But yeah, for the rest we have this little table out here with some desserts and stuff. So oh, the legs are still there, with this chocolate fountain. And then in the back there we have a little lit up fireplace as well, which is very, very awesome. Now I still might want to add in some effect, so it's kind of flickering. And then on the right side we have this weird tree with all of those lanterns hanging on there, which we saw in the scene there. And then on the right side here we have the little area where Hermione and Harry are hanging out, and where Hermione is actually hiding from McLaggen. And in the films it's pretty funny because she eats this kind of like snack, this what Harry calls it Dragon Balls. But so anyways, I thought to include that in there. Now they're not really hidden behind these curtains, and when you fold the wall back again out here, then they're actually in the middle of the party. But anyways, I thought it looked pretty okay using the same type of technique here for these curtains here. Let me show what it looks like on the top there. But yeah, I didn't light this up yet, so I still have to kind of tear this apart and put in some lights and stuff. I'm not sure if I wanted to light up only this little lamp here, or perhaps put in a strip like I did on the top floors. But so anyways, in the back there I've also used this kind of snack table from the advent calendar, which is normally supposed to represent the Yule Ball, I believe. But anyways, I thought it fit pretty nice with kind of like the shrimps and the bottles on there. But so yeah, once again, any suggestions are always welcome for anything out here. As you might notice throughout this build as well, the front tends to be a little bit of a solid brick wall, which is why I've used these kind of 1x2 curved elements, which I can put out here, and then they have a little bit of an edge sticking out on either side, which kind of makes it look like a small little windowsill, which already adds a little bit of dimension on the outside as well. So you'll see that later on as well. But so yeah, let's move on. Let's take the stairs and let's move on to the next floor, which is the library. Alright, so we've reached the second floor, which is the library, and as you can see we got 4 big bookcases out there, and we got a little table in the middle there, as you can see in a couple of movies where Hermione and Ron are studying, and where Hermione shows off her light reading. Now this middle section has a very special lighting feature, which is very, very awesome, which I'm going to show you later. But first I'm going to focus on the two sides here. So let's start off with the right side. Alright, so I wanted to start off with these sides because they're not completely finished yet. So out here we have this little librarian's desk here, which I'm not really sure about the desk. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it that way. But anyways, this is where I'm going to place Madam Pince once she's released in that new Dumbledore's Office set that's coming out in 2022. But so yeah, we got a little desk there, and for the rest we don't have a lot of other stuff. I don't have a lot of room in there, but it would be cool to have some more bookcases in there, placed in there somehow. But I'm still gonna have to figure that out. Now let's take a look at the left side. And then on the left side we have this sealed off bookcase here, which belongs in the restricted area, which is actually this left side of the library. But so yeah, I've removed the fences that we had here up first, and as you can see we got some chains with locks going over these books here. They contain some hidden knowledge, and these books are actually the old school books from Harry Potter, so I really wanted to include them in there. But so yeah, for the rest we don't have a lot going on. It's lit up there, we got a little light in there, but I've removed the fence because I really wanted to make the door actually, or this kind of gated door, right here next to this pole on the right side here. But I tried some experimenting with that, and it didn't really look good, so I'm gonna see how I'm gonna do that in the future. But yeah, anyways, this is what we have out here for the moment. Alright, so now we've arrived in the main library here, and as you can see we got lots of bookcases out there. Those are designed by me. I actually designed them in studio, and you can get the free instructions for them in the description below as well, so be sure to check that out if you want to make some for yourself. They are normally double-sided, but out here of course I had to cut off a side on the left and right side there. So they have some desks and stuff. As you can see we also have the lights lit up in there, and it was extremely hard to hide the cables in there, because on the left and right side it was pretty okay because I could just pull them through the books, but in the middle sections those were really the hardest, and I really tried my best, used all of my experience to try to hide them as well as possible. Now some of them might be a little bit visible. I've also tried, you got a red and black cable, I've tried painting them completely black so you wouldn't really see it that much, but the paint really wouldn't stick on it, so I couldn't really do that. Now anyways, I'm still very excited and very satisfied with the result of this, and I think it kind of looks good. Now be sure to tell me what you guys think of that. But so yeah, if you want these instructions, be sure to check them out in the description, and I will be showing you now. On the left side is what is supposed to be the restricted area. So we have Harry out there with the book, with his little lantern, and with that face coming out of the book. And then in the middle section we have this table out here where Hermione does her reading, and you can see it a couple of times in the movies as well. And on the right side we just have a regular student out there who's just reading like a map, some kind of world map. And for the back side there we have another one of those illusion little hallway openings there. And on either side we also have a big kind of a stained glass window, and I've used some fence pieces on their side, and I think it looks pretty cool. And I do have a lot of those black fence pieces still in my collection, so I'm probably going to make a lot more of those windows in some other parts of the building as well. But yeah, anyways, now I want to show you this very cool light feature that we have out here. Alright, now to show off this feature here, I've turned off this spotlight that we have on here, so it's going to be a lot darker, but it's going to look a lot cooler in the video. So now one other thing that I need for this feature is of course this wand here to perform the magic. This wand came from the Hogwarts Moment set. So yeah, let's try this out. Bada bing, bada boom. And as you can see, all of the lights were turned off out there. And what we have left is here the lantern of Harry, which is used to visit the forbidden section. And I really love this feature. When I do this again, the lights will go on. So yeah, lumos, bada bing, bada boom. And I really love this because now we can actually have two kind of scenes, because in my Hogwarts Castle you might have seen that we have a bunch of scenes all thrown together. So in the Great Hall as well we got this forbidden section scene here, we got Hermione out there, we got a random student reading, and this little light feature really allows for this to be a separate kind of section. So for now all of the rest is dark. Now the only thing we can see is this little scene here with Harry in the dark. Whenever he's he's going to that forbidden section, he's seeing that little face out there. So yeah, I think that's a very, very cool inclusion. And how I've done this is actually Game of Bricks has this kind of IR sensor, so it's an infrared sensor which is built in on the bottom there, so I can just kind of wave my wand around and just go around this edge here, and then you can see it will turn on and turn off again. So now we hit it 2 times by accident. But yeah, anyways, for the moment this IR sensor is not available as a separate component, but I did send them a mail about it. I hope that they're gonna release that soon, because it's a very versatile and very awesome feature. But you can get them in the cheapest set. I believe you can get them is in one of those Venom or Carnage hats, or perhaps the Iron Man helmet as well. So if you really want that, you can buy that, and then you also have a bunch of other lights you can use for do-it-yourself projects as well. I really recommend it. That's what I did, because in that set you kind of have this like plaque, and whenever you move the plaque, so then the lights turn on and off, but I have them connected to my television, so it just turns on instantly when I turn on the television. So I didn't really need that IR sensor, so I've used it for this. I was thinking about it for a long time what I was going to use it for, and I think this is a great example for a use for that. So you can kind of have 2 different lighting settings. Alright, so I've turned the lights back on, And before we move on to the towers here, I just wanted to talk about this roof for a little bit. So we got the colors of all of the houses out there. You could also say it's a rip-off of the Windows logo. But anyways, we'll see if Bill Gates sues me or not. Anyway, so this roof, to kind of get the excess in here, because we have the opening walls, but I cannot detach the floors, which is something which is sometimes maybe a bit handier, but with the folding doors and stuff, it's a bit harder. But anyways, for a bit more reach in here, I've also made this roof detachable, so I kind of have to lift it. As you can see, the lights will turn off then, and I can just kind of slide it out of here. It's pretty difficult to do with one hand, but yeah. And then I can take it out here, like this. And of course, for this, what I did was use this awesome, one of my favorite elements or components here, which is the wireless connector. Now we got a couple of these regular warm white lights in there. So yeah, as you can see, this attaches to a point out there, and whenever they're touching, you know, the electricity comes through and then it lights up the bottom here. So as you can see, now we only have those little lights out there lit up, which I really wanted to do at first, just those lights, but it wasn't really enough light. As you can see, it's pretty dark in there. That's why I chose to put in some more, give it some extra juice in there. But so yeah, this is what the roof looks like. There is an open back because I didn't have enough parts for that. But yeah, maybe we can put something in there as well, maybe leave a kind of opening. But yeah, we don't have a lot of room in there. But so yeah, anyways, that is the roof here. I'm gonna try to attach that as well. It's a bit hard. I have to squeeze it in there. Alright, so that was harder than I thought, but with the magic of editing, for you guys, it was instantly. But so yeah, anyways, let's move on to these towers here. Let's start off with Umbridges Office there. Now on the left side here in the left tower, we have Umbridges Office, of course, which you can instantly see by these colors. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really have a lot of these pink colors, or parts in these colors. I kind of collected them and put them all together to put them out here. But so yeah, anyways, I'm still waiting on a little bricklink order to get some more of those. But yeah, I've kind of made this desk here already. I've put this little plant table out there as well, which I'm kind of pretty satisfied with. It's looking pretty okay. And then in the back behind Harry, we also have some more random stuff. A little pink table there. I kind of used some of my girlfriend's Disney collection for that. And we got some curtains, or yeah, kind of curtains out there. They're not looking 100% at the moment. And then I also gave her this little handbag here, or a sacoche as we call it in Belgium. And so yeah, that is what it looks like at the moment. We also have a couple of these plates out here. But I'm gonna wait for that new Ministry of Magic set to come out, and I'm gonna buy a sticker sheet. And I saw that you got kind of like these dishes with kitties on there. I also had some of these dot series, but they're kind of square, and I think the stickers will obviously work better. Because they're from the official Umbridges Office set, or from the Umbridges Office from the Lego set in the Ministry. But so yeah, now let's move on to the right side here, to the Divination Classroom. And now we've arrived at the final classroom here in the Viaduct entrance, which is the Divination Classroom. Now, as you can see, I've used plenty of those stickers from that Hogwarts Moments classroom set there. And let's start off out here in the bottom left side. We got Professor Trelawney there in her sofa. In the back there we also have a bottle which is kind of hidden because, you know, she loves the sherry bottles. I believe she always smells like sherry or something. Now we have a little table with a little teapot and a lamp out there as well. I didn't really want to light this up too brightly, as the room is normally described as being a bit dim. So yeah, we got all of that stuff in the back. I'm gonna try to show you them stickers a bit closer. Anyways, on the right side we also got the curtains here, which I really like. I really like that effect of these arches with the curtains behind them. Now I still have to add in a little 1x6 up there to really complete it. And on the right side we have Harry here sitting at this table with the crystal ball there and with the tea leaves that they're reading and stuff. Now I just have to add in Ron out there. We also have some curtains in the back which look pretty cool at night from the outside as well. But so yeah, anyway, this crystal ball is also a bit special. I'm going to show you that a bit later. And then on the second floor here we have a little bed, because I believe Trelawney is living in Hogwarts. So yeah, I think all the teachers are. I'm not sure if they live there 24/7, but either way I think she does. So we have a little bit of a bedroom out there. And then I also have this little trans like purple type of lamp there, so it's kind of starry looking, so I thought it would look pretty cool for her. So you also see the light peeping through that window up there. On the left side I've used this sticker here. Now the window doesn't really line up, but yeah, anyways, we're gonna use our imagination for that. So we have this special lamp out there. I tried to make it out here at first, but it just came too low. Tried to make that with some of those golden pieces, but yeah, anyways, I think the sticker looks pretty good out here. And so yeah, that's what it looks like. We got a chest up there as well. And then we got a little closet out there. The closet also came from that classroom set. Now, if I can just open this up. And behind there we also have one of those old school crystal balls. Alright, now to show this little feature here with the lights again, I had to turn off this spotlight here. Now the only thing that I'm just noticing is this little bit of cable out here, which was pretty impossible to hide. It was either visible out here or on the exterior, so I just chose for the interior side. But yeah, anyway, so the ball here, the minifig head that it is resting on, is actually glow in the dark. So whenever I turn off the lights, you will still see this greenish glow there. Now it looks a lot cooler in real life than on camera, but I think you can still see what it looks like, and it slowly fades out. But yeah, that's pretty awesome. It gets charged up by this light, and then when you turn it off, of course, it glows like that. But yeah, guys, so far today's episode of Building Lego Hogwarts. Now I hope you have truly enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as well. Check out some of my previous videos, and be sure to stay tuned for my next video, where I will be showing you the new waterfall and rock work that we have in the Hogwarts layout.